Hi Aries, welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, final week of March. Let's see what's going on. Final week of March. All right, spirit guides, what do you have here for Aries, please, for their last week of March? And this means we're going into birthday season for Aries. Oh, are we beating the shit out of people? No, I'm just kidding. It's a Five of Wands. It is obstacles, blocks, competition. Anything else you want to say? Arguments with people, things like that. Okay. Hold on a second. All right, so I feel like you're kind of catching a bunch of people out there, you know, things that they're promising to you or saying to you, and you're kind of just like, your instincts, first of all, were in rare form all of February, March, and you knew what was real. So when people were promising you things or saying things to you, I know you were saying to yourself, yeah, right, whatever. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt to prove me wrong, but go ahead. Make my day. Because at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is like finding out an affair, or finding out someone was cheating, or find out someone was stealing from you, or they were bullshitting you, or lying to you. Other people, this means that someone who ghosted you tries to come back. Now, mind you, it is at the bottom of the deck. Here on the table is the arguing, the competition, the blocks, the obstacles, the schemer that's also involved. The Page of Cups, it's like, this is small energy. And I know you're probably saying you could do better than that. You might be even saying this to yourself. Like, this is like immature, communication. We're only like texting. We're only emailing. And of course, guys, this could be with anybody. It could be with your friend. It could be with your lover, your person, your boss. And then Judgment in reverse. It's still lingering there. This thing where there's like competition, or there's arguments, or there's blocks, obstacles, but it's all out there for everyone to see with this right there. So someone either came back, because there's no judgment call here, still like not addressing the elephant in the room, and you're just like tiptoeing on these like little baby communications. We'll see. I'll be completely wrong, but when I get the details, I'll know for sure. So when we clarify, we'll see. What's coming towards Aries, please? Reading tends to change a whole hell lot when we start throwing more cards down. What is going on? These cards are really jumpy. All right. Three of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Cups sideways, sort of not upright. The High Priestess, Death in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Well, when the fuck is that going to come in? Because, hallelujah. First of all, I'm happy that the Ace of Cups is here. Although it was kind of like, struggling to come in. That's a fresh new start in love. Three of Swords is something that helps you heal or get over something. You know that saying, to get over someone, you get under someone? I hope that's not the case. But in this situation, the fact that there's something new being presented to you, whether it's love or work, it is helping you heal. It is helping you move on. I feel like for some of you, you can see the differences between what was and what is. There's that intuitive card I was talking about. You guys have been highly intuitive. No one could play you for a fool right now. And honestly, that's the worst thing you could probably do to an Aries. Death in reverse, not letting something end that should and die. That means your job. That means a relationship. That means a friendship. Something you're still holding on to for dear life. Hanging on by a thread. And Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. That's what's not being addressed. This is the conversation that is not being spoken of. That which we must not speak of is this. And that's probably why you have Judgment in reverse. Although you do see something promising, something new. And I really feel like, Aries, this has a lot to do with the way your mind thinks, the way you process information, and the way you execute things. It's kind of putting you in this new place, Aries, where you have to rewire, remap the way your brain thinks, how it used to interpret information and how you would respond to it. And when you do, when you see situations that are happening to you because of circumstance, and they're not happening to you because of circumstance, I think you can do that. I think you can rework the way you see things. And the whole reason I'm saying all this stuff, if I'm not making sense to you, is because I'm seeing the Three of Swords in reverse. You're learning to heal quickly. You're learning to get over things. You're starting to embrace new paths. Even though you know deep down inside, you know the truth to certain things. You know something here is ending and it's making you feel left out in the cold. But I think you having this knowledge, which to me is a higher form of power more than anything else. In this higher power of knowing the actual truth, you can get over it. So I know it sounds a little weird and I sound a little complicated because the situation and the topic is, and all of what I'm saying is going to make a lot of sense to you in the weeks to come because you're in this transitional period right now and your birthday season's right around the corner. And the reason this is all happening is because Mercury is in Aries. So I think when you see things that are shedding away from your life, they're happening to you for a reason. It's like the universe is working out a way to remap the way your brain thinks. So when it comes to a point of you walking to the ledge, you pull yourself back. You know why? I'm saying hallelujah because you have the Ace of Pentacles back here. There's something new and solid that's coming in for you. So I think the universe wants you to be prepared to snag this because it might come in a way that you might not perceive it to be great. But if you rewire the way your mind thinks, you will see its abundance because this is given to you by the hand of God. All right? So let's continue. What is it that Aries doesn't see coming their way? I think you are and you will be starting to do something like that. You will be processing things like this about relationships, your job, coworkers, people in general. You're starting to let go of things that you invested in. Time, energy, relationship, or even a job, or even a project. And you're going to move forward slowly. Let me show you how cute this is, right? In the upright position, this is when you're pausing and reflecting. You're like, look at all this work I did. I've sprouted all these coins. I've sprouted all this abundance. Do I want to leave it now? But there's one coin that's in between your legs at the bottom, your feet. You will pick up this coin because it came in reverse, and you will plant it somewhere else. You're going to get on your little horse because you took that little pentacle right there from here. And you got on your horse and you're starting to ride away. Slowly and cautiously as you should. Now you're going in a different direction to build abundance, but with a new mindset. So you're slowly and cautiously moving forward. And of all the nights, this is the slowest, but the slowest is the one to win the gold. Okay? Because they're opening their eyes to lay the brick road with gold foundation. All right? You're making wise choices now. You're keeping things to yourself too. And that's a good thing. This is not a time to share things because you're about to start like inventing new stuff, coming up with new ideas, new projects, new business ventures, things like that. Even like at work, if you work in an office environment, your mind is going to be adept to ways that other people can't think through problems, shifting paradigms, things like that. For love-related people, I think you're picking up what you've learned, your lessons from your relationships. You're picking up certain pieces. You're taking the good and you're leaving the bad, and you're moving forward. Let's see what the advice is here for you, Aries. All right, so it is saying it's time to come home. Time to come into your own element, Aries, okay? Because you are my queens, and this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Time to be creative. Time to be spontaneous. Time to have the zest for life. Going out, being social, having fun, being the sassy, sexy, handsome who you are. Time to come out, right? The fiery you. And then the Seven of Swords. Do everything above board. okay? That's all I can say. No sneakiness, no nothing like that. You might have to revisit something and strategize, okay? Other times it talks about revealing your strategy, because under the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a person who's nurturing, loving, kind, and caring, but does it with stability. They know their limits, what they can and cannot give. Where an Aries sometimes doesn't, gives the shirt right off their back, even to their own detriment. That's not the Queen of Pentacles. Mature enough to make decisions that's going to stabilize her or himself. Now, with the Seven of Swords in reverse, that's interesting in your advice when it gets clarified to see why that's there. It could be talking about strategizing or sharing your strategy. It's talking about being above board, being ethical and moral. It is something about revealing something that was hidden. All right, let's see what the outcome is for the week. Bringing it out to the open, which is the advice. Ooh, another ace. Oh, and the Magician reverse. All right, so you're going to have to have an honest conversation here with somebody and put all your cards on the table. But with the Magician in reverse, it's telling me that there might be some information you are lacking or don't have that may hinder your plans. So for those of you in love, though, this is something to do with someone is using the truth as a manipulation tool. So be careful of that. Others of you, this is something that is going to be initiating a truthful, honest conversation. But with the Magician in reverse, it's not having everything available to you to create something. Okay, whether it is a new position at work or a promotion or a relationship. This is also talking about somebody who could be manipulating and using the truth to do so. But you're still wise enough to see through all these things, Aries. All right? So, let's start clarifying. Let me use this deck. Why is the Page of Wands here? The Five of Wands. I mean, the Page of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Judgment in reverse, Spirit. Some of you, it's a business partner. Others of you, it's a lover. Wheel of Fortune. The lover. I believe that, again, there is somebody within this lover that's either younger in age or some sort of immaturity. There hasn't been a judgment call in regards to this relationship, whatever kind of relationship this is, whether it's like legit lover or some coworker that you work with hand in hand. There's competition. If this is work related, this is competition with somebody you work with and you have to work with. And a decision has not made between the two of you. But this is not like Page of Cups is some sort of immature level in regards to this. I want you to know, though, that the universe has your back, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your life. So this lover is in your life for a reason, okay? So this partnership is in there for a reason. The thing with lovers is you have to still decide what you are. Make no mistake, even if this is somebody you work with, you know, hand in hand as your coworker or partner up in whatever it is that you have to do at work, it doesn't mean that you love each other or like each other or even friendly. You just deal with each other. But you have to decide, can you be friends? Can you be an awesome duo? Can you be a legit partnership? Or is this person something in their environment which doesn't make you feel like you can because of the Five of Wands, because of the obstacles, blocks, challenges, because they're a competitive person next to you. Others of you, if this is love related, lovers is no joke. There is something very profoundly huge connecting the two of you. But one of the two of you in your external environments does not allow you to be together. Okay? And that's why you also have the Seven of Swords in your advice position, bringing this out to the open, bringing this out to light, airing this, putting attention on it. Interesting. We'll see. Let's continue. And a judgment call has not been made on this partnership. Needs to. It's just you're only texting each other. You need to take it to the next level because obviously there's obstacles, blocks, and challenges here. It's like you're competing with one another. What is the Ace of Cups? Now that I love. Three of Swords in reverse. High Priestess, Five Pentacles, and Death in reverse. All right, one of the two of you is definitely blocked off emotionally and very, very guarded, okay? And you also have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse talks about not having completed a cycle or not having seen something through, not being excited. Somebody here is very guarded with the Nine of Wands. And then you also have the Nine of Cups. Someone here very selfish or very self-absorbed or very much all about themselves, looking at their own personal desire. And maybe it's not selfishness. I can't really say. I can say that these two nines are about self. And maybe some of you, Aries, are looking at your desires and your wish fulfillment and you're guarded because you're afraid, you know, you're just going to get hurt all over again. Repeat, rinse and repeat. Date, meet, get involved, get attached, get hurt. But the problem is when you have the Nine of Wands, you don't drop that card, it's going to be a problem from somebody bonding with you. Now, however, you do have the keen sense to understand, because of the High Priestess here, whether this person is breadcrumbing you or they're legit or not. Because you have the Page of Wands here in reverse. Something here, it just looks like something that hasn't been learned, a lack of curiosity to move forward, feeling like you got to go back and just restart the engines here. I do feel, though, you're going to meet somebody new. So this might not make a difference to you. Because I think you're going to go in that direction anyway, the new thing. Because you see yourself feeling left out in the cold. You've been rejected at some point. You've busted your ass. You tried so hard. You always knew that you felt either you were going to be used or just like overlooked and feeling left out in the cold and not having let go of something. But someone new is coming in and that helps the healing cycle. So you're sitting here doing your kumbaya, saying to yourself, meditating at the beach, what's my desire? What's my wish fulfillment? But I know I'm guarded. I can't open up to anybody with the Nine of Wands. But the Page of Wands in reverse, there's something telling me that you're almost blocking yourselves, Aries, okay? Because you need to open your eyes and your perception into a different way of thinking, kind of like what we were discussing earlier, all right? And that is what's going to bring you back to center balance, center peace, pointing you in the right direction, pointing you towards your true north, temperance, for sure. All right, but it looks like you're going to do this anyway. You're going to go towards the new thing, Aries, all right, with the the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Please clarify that, please, Spirit. You have Five of Wands again. And the Eight of Wands. I feel like you're still like churning that train and you're just keep going and going and going. You're like that Energizer bunny until your batteries just die, all right? Because you're sitting here, Eight of Pentacles, just busting your ass at work, or you're busting your ass on your relationship, or you're even busting your ass on yourself, like your own personal human construct. And you're not even looking at how much abundance you've accumulated because your head is down. But you're more because over worried. You're challenging yourself too much, or you're in this like place of like a competition and fighting and arguing kind of vibe. So it doesn't feel completely clear and clean. This is why you're in the Knight of Pentacles. You're like up there, you're moving ahead, but you're constantly looking around. So you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, look around, and then you take another 2. And I think it's because of all the things that you have learned and have acquired, you don't want to let go of now. You don't want to lose. This is why you also have the 9 of Wands. I get that, but I also get the feeling that you're still going in the right direction. I really do. Unbeknownst maybe to even yourself. I think your subconscious is driving you right now, because your conscious feels like it's worried or concerned. It shouldn't. You're going in the right direction. What is this Queen of Wands? 7 of Swords in reverse, please. If you bring things out into the light, or you just talk about that elephant in the room and you just put a heavy spotlight on it, you'll know where you stand, you know where you belong, and you know the choices that you can make without rocking the boat, believe it or not. So even if you are having an affair, or if this is a fling, or you want to call someone out, call the motherfucker out. Happiness, sun. It's about your happiness. It's about your sunshine. That's why it's saying, guys, you need to come back out into the light and be happy again. You know, it's your turn. You know, call people out for what it is. Call them out. What's the worst they're going to do to you? Reject you? Good. You know you don't belong there. I'm pretty sure you know how to do it the right way, though, Aries. Look at you. Weigh your pros and cons. See what works. What is this Magician in reverse and the Ace of Swords? Interesting. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords. I find it so funny and crazy. Anyone's into math, the mathematical probabilities are pretty damn rare for the same card to fall out in the same exact position from 2 decks that have 78 cards in them. All right. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, we got a few pages in reverse. The pages in reverse means, like, let me put it to you this way. Think of the olden days when pages existed and knights existed and kings and queens existed and emperor and empresses existed. All those old TV shows. The page, the squire, takes news from him or her and deliver it to the next source above them. Who's above them? The knight. So sometimes the knight might tell the squire or the page to go deliver a message. In reverse, they're not doing it. They're not completing that action. Okay? Wands are action. Pentacles is information. It's informational. It's reality. Where are you? Where do we stand kind of thing. Swords is mental. It's getting information. And cups is feelings. It's like, but small feelings. It's like passing tiny, cute little messages, but not on a grand scale. The knight does. The knight gets on his horse, delivers information. Kings and queens receive the information and they react. Same thing with emperors and empresses. When you have pages in reverse over here, and 2 of them, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is the novice card. This is being at the bottom of the totem pole at work and learning, you know, the operations of the company. Or you're at school and you're going for a degree. Or you're in the beginning of a relationship and now it's stagnated. It's reached a peak. You've learned as much as you can. You're ready for the next level. So now you're bored. In reverse, what have we learned? What have we done? It did not execute its plan, the page, in reverse. And this is exactly why you have the Ace of Swords and the Magician in reverse. Not being able to manifest something through either this dialogue, or someone's using it to manipulate the other person, because the other person is far more immature or young and is not executing the actual information correctly. Okay? And then you also have the Chariot, moving forward regardless, like this, with your blinders on, because you have an agenda. You're like, I'm not falling in a deep dark hole and I'm going to try to climb myself out. That's not going to happen to me. But there is something lacking here. I feel like you don't have all the information, or you reached a peak, you reached a plateau here with someone or something. All right? And you need more experience, or you need more something from the person that you're dealing with in love. You need something. Something's missing. So although you can be honest and put your cards on the table and have this conversation, there's something that's missing here, although you're driven. So it tells me you do have an agenda. You're just missing something to complete what it is that you want to complete. Interestingly enough. Yeah, look at you. 10 of Wands. You're carrying all these responsibilities, this heavy ass load. It's all on you. It's on your back, and it's like you have this boulder on your back and you're going uphill on a climb. And where's the goddamn support? I feel like you need to take a break, drop the rock, drop the boulder, drop the sticks, drop these burdens, give yourself a break, figure something out here to make your next move, to move on from where you are, or to move forward here with the person. All right, those are the energies of the week. So I know it sounded very little convoluted, but this is a big deal because I feel like you're going through a transitional period. And the more that April approaches, or your birthday sign approaches, the more determined you're going to become. All right, what's going on here for Aries, please? Passion. It's been a minute, and I know you want to feel that way again. All right, trust and give your relationship a chance. That's kind of what this is. So there's a hump there, all right, because we have the 5 of Wands twice. There's obstacles. There's these hurdles that you have. There's honesty there. There's conversation there, but something is missing, right? So that's why it's saying give your relationship a chance. Those of you that are my members in the extended will drop more cards and we'll see what they're talking about. Trust. The universe wants you to trust the situation. It's calling for you to have faith. Something is out of your control. Something is out of your hands. So you need to let the universe do their bit right now. That's what that card means. And again, we'll ask when we do the extended. Let's get some final information from the Wisdom House at night for Aries, please. And that will be the reading for the week. And as I'm doing my taxes, because now I have to actually file, you guys, with YouTube and Google, I just want to say it's been a journey, it's been a road, and I feel blessed and honored, and I just want to say thank you, and I feel a great deal of empathy and happiness for the support I've been receiving from this channel and from this cohort in particular. All right, Wisdom House of Night for Aries, please. All right, what did you guys get? Letting go. And that's also what trust is talking about. Letting go. Some things are out of your control. If, what's that saying? If you let it go and it comes back to you, then it was meant to be. If it doesn't, it was never meant to be. Letting go. This symbol comes to you to remind you that freedom is important to everyone. If you love something, set it free. Don't hold on too tight lest you chase it away. You have the freedom at this time to choose whatever you want. Let others do the same. You will be so happy that you did. Miracles come when you let go and allow the magic to happen on its own accord. Just put that in your minds, guys. Letting something go because it's out of your control. And if it comes back to you, amazing. Amazing. Right? So this is your reading for the week, guys. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on the following.